sixth and playing first base, number 4, Giselle Aguinaga. Batting 7th and playing center field, number 7, Lily Heinrich. Batting 8th and playing left field, number 2, Gigi Escobar. Batting 9th and playing right field, number 14, Emily Kowalski. The Larkin Royals are coached by Megan Johnson.
Yeah, I hear.
And now for your Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs. Leading off in center field, number 12, Braylon Naylor. Batting second and playing third base, number 17, Olivia Ballin.
All right, we're recording. You ready?
Batting third and playing shortstop, number 7, Trinity Stevenson. Batting fourth in the DP position, number 13, Mia Melendez. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 6, Abby Weiner. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 9, Rosie Gonzalez. Batting seventh and catching, number 18, Kennedy Holikowski. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 15, Abby Kruger. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 11, Jocelyn Hernandez. On the mound for the Bulldogs, number 8, Amelia Pytel. The Bulldogs are coached by Emma Jarrell, assisted by Doug Schultz and Paul Jarrell. If everybody could please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Ready, camera 4. Take 4. Ready, camera 1. Take 1. Ready, camera 2. Take camera 2. Ben, if you want to do a pan to the right across. A slow pan. Ready, 1. Take 1.
You're good.
All right, let's play ball.
Hello and welcome to Dan Holefield here in South Brookfield on a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Here in the booth, I'm Dakota McGonigal with a surprising guest for RBTV Live Sports, the head of RBTV, Mr. Holdren. Mr. Holdren, I know you have a bit of a background in softball.
Yeah, indeed, man. I've been coaching my daughter for over 5 years now. I played baseball a little bit in college as well. Learned the game a lot over the past 5 years and really fell in love with the game. It's a game that is similar to baseball, but much faster. There's way less rooms for mistakes in the game of softball, and I really love it.
Well, given your extensive experience with the game, what kind of analysis can you give to RB, who's having one of their best softball seasons in history? I mean, last year they won regionals, and now coming into this game, 14-2, 23rd team in Illinois. So what kind of insight could you give to how they play?
Well, I think in a game like today, the most important focus is just play the game you play. It's senior night here, and I know a lot of these seniors are going to be filled with emotions, and sometimes emotions get the best of us. So I'm sure coach was in their ears talking about treating it like just another game because, that's what it is.
Absolutely. And for Larkin, who finds themselves as a bit of an underdog coming into this one, what can they maybe do to kind of keep in the game and maybe even pull off an upset?
Well, you got to pitch. If you can pitch, you can play, you can win. You want to keep some small ball going on as much as possible, honestly.
Here's Weinert, pitcher for RB. And it's a strike to start off today. Weinert, one of the couple sophomores here on varsity for RB.
Impressive. Sophomore playing varsity ball is always impressive.
Excuse me, I made a mistake. That is not Abigail Weinert. Abigail Weinert is the catcher. That is the sophomore Amelia Pytel.
Equally as impressive. Here we go.
One's popped up high in field, and it's an easy first out for the Bulldogs.
You know, when you come out to a game like this, and it does appear that Larkin was a little late to the game, and so the girls were warmed up for quite a bit, and then we had the senior festivities, and it's nice to come out and get a quick out, your first at bat.
Absolutely it is. Now batting, Isabella Alea. That's going to be high for ball 1.
Sun's shining out here today. We got the lovely dandelions out in the outfield. Really adds a little something to the game, you know.
Definitely does, as that second pitch is a little high. 2-0 count now for Alea.
We also have a JV baseball game going on in the background here.
And there's the first strike of the at-bat.
Looks like she's throwing a nice little rise ball here, confusing the batters. You know, rise balls, they look like a strike, and at the last second, they're not.
It is one of the more interesting aspects of softball. A lot more ball movement on the pitches as there's strike 2.
Yeah, and another thing people forget is how close they are, right? They're 40 feet away. That ball's coming at you 60 miles an hour. It's frightening.
And that'll be strike 3 for the second out here in the top of the first.
Looks like she knows where she wants the ball to go, and it is hitting her spots. It's a great way to start the game here today.
Absolutely. Great composure from the sophomore.
Two quick outs here for the Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. 1-0 count now. That one's a bit outside, ball 2 for Mackenzie Wakemen. Senior infielder for Larkin. There's a good pitch for strike 1.
Yeah, it looks like she missed her spots, but she missed it inside. Catcher setting up outside here, looking to maybe have them swinging at something that's not a strike.
Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Count now even.
It looks like they're having trouble hitting the ball right now because everything she's throwing is not too far off the plate. They just can't make contact.
And there's strike 3 to end the inning. You're absolutely right. Larkinen's timing looks a little bit off, and RB gets a very quick 1-2-3 to start this game.
Yeah, great work by the Bulldogs. Like I said, senior night coming out here, fired up with emotions, able to come out and do a 1-2-3 inning. Very efficient inning as well.
Absolutely, and that's Amelia Pytel's 250th career strikeout.
There it is. They're just announcing it on the PA system. Very impressive.
Yeah, especially for a sophomore. You love to see some of the younger players on this RB team find great success. Saw it from Will Harbeck yesterday on the baseball field, the sophomore pitcher finishing off LT.
Yeah, yesterday was impressive, too. We were out there doing the game. We're calling it, and I think most of the state of Illinois expected that game to be a walkover, and in the first inning it maybe looked like that a little bit, but them boys did come to play.
Absolutely. You know, a little bit rough at the start for RB, but they got it together, and the pitching was fantastic. And now as we head towards softball, RB is the one who's the favorites with the higher-ranked team. Again, like we said, number 23rd in Illinois. It's a big improvement from 107, where they were at last season. They did win the regional final, headed into the season with some big momentum, so very successful start.
Yeah, 2 years ago they had a couple Division I players, forgetting names. One went to DePaul, one went to Bradley. And, of course, after a year of having Division I players being starters for you, you're always going to have a little letdown, right? It's going to happen. But it looks like Coach got them rebounded, and they're looking really sharp, and they're young.
They are, and you're absolutely right. Having a couple Division I players leave your team definitely does hurt a couple ball clubs here, but RB has rebounded very nicely, and we can see it from their record. Pitching to start this inning is Mackenzie Wakemen, one of the batters who struck out in that first for Larkinen. The senior plays both pitcher and outfield. She is a 3.28 RBI on the season with just 3 wins.
For the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first inning, number 12, Braylon Naylor.
So Naylor stepping up to the plate here. She is a heck of a player, heck of a leadoff hitter for our Bulldogs here. She's going with the split grip on the bat. That's something unique you see in softball. She's
That
a slap
pitch
hitter.
is high for ball one.
Slap hitters are always impressive to watch because you're running and swinging at the same time, and to make contact on that ball is always impressive.
And Naylor will take strike one. Not sure exactly if the scoreboard just got fixed. The ball was not showing up for half a second. 1-1 count. That one a little too high for ball two.
The thing with being a slap hitter as well is you got to watch your feet because you can't step out of that box because if you do, you're out. So you got to be careful.
Looked like Naylor tried to bunt it there, and it's going to go foul.
Yeah, number 6 was all over it. She's reading her hands. She's shooting down to home plate as second that ball's released. This might be a good time to pull that bat back and slap it right past her here at third.
That's the junior third baseman, Aaliyah Hendrick. As that one is popped toward left field, and it sails foul.
Right idea, right? She is pushing it to left field. She's seeing third base, crashing home on the pitch. She tried to pop it over her head, almost got it.
Good idea from Naylor there, not able to fully execute, as now we have 2-2. Step off.
Blue wants the gate closed because safety first, Dakota. Safety first, sir.
Always important here in high school athletics. Now Naylor with the 2-2. Hits that right to the pitcher, and that's going to be an easy first out for Larkin.
Great at bat, though. Way to start the game off, making good contact. You can tell our girls are right on them.
Absolutely great way to start settling into this one, even though she was not able to get on base.
Up next to the Bulldogs, number 17, Olivia Ballin.
We got one out here. So far, looking good.
Third baseman Ballin will take take ball one. That one was high and outside. Seen a couple of Wakemen's pitches.
I'm going to do a little double dip here, Dakota. I'm going to do scorebook, too.
Gonna do both. All
I'm gonna
right.
do both. You know why? Because that's what you got to do sometimes.
Multitasking, anything to get the broadcast done. It's now the 1-1 for Ballin. That's going to be ball two.
Another great thing about softball is the positivity in the cheering, right? That's something you're going to see at every softball game where the girls are fired up, singing their chants, doing their thing, keeping the aura high.
Definitely a lot of support for Ballin as she's going to foul that one off.
She's seeing the ball well. You can tell she's making some good contact. She's right on it. I think, again, girls warmed up for about an hour before the game. Probably a little tired.
Yeah, just a little bit. Bit of an edge to Larkin in there as they did arrive a couple minutes late for this one. 2-2 for Ballin. She'll take strike three.
No, that's a great pitch there by Larkin. If you notice the catcher setting up outside, she hit her spot.
For the Bulldogs,
Nice little
7,
fastball
Trinity
by her,
Stevenson.
and on to the next batter, right?
Absolutely. Mackenzie Wakemen, very talented senior pitcher. She's not Larkinen's ace, but she's certainly their number 2, and that was a great strikeout.
Whew. A little high there, I think. A little high.
That's a great hit towards right center field, and it's going to drop for a nice double.
Great hit. Kept them hands back. Pushed that ball to right field. Let her hands do the work. Hit the gap. That's how you do it, folks.
Absolutely. It's exactly the kind of contact you wanted to make. Saw the first 2 hitters for RB get some good contact, but couldn't really get on top of that ball. And great leadoff hit for the Bulldogs, as now another sophomore, Mia Melendez, to the plate.
That's what your seniors do, right? They pick you up when you're down.
Absolutely, as Melendez will take strike one. Hear the chants from the RB dugout. Very tight-knit team here. It's going to be low for a ball one.
Great block by Catch there. Ball in the dirt. Another thing you're going to see is when some of these pitchers are throwing these drop balls, they're meant to go in the dirt, right? They're hard balls to stop. You got to be a backstop as a catcher all the time. Brick wall, as we say.
As Melendez will pop that one high, and it's grabbed by the third baseman, Aaliyah Hendrick, to end the inning for Larkin.
Well, start, a little rusty here, but we got a nice hit by our number 3 hitter, and our seniors are here to play. I got a feeling this is going to start warming up for our girls here shortly, too. You can see it in their body. They're ready. It took them an inning to get a little bit loose after being loose for an hour before the game. Senior night is over. Now it's time to play some ball.
Definitely, takes a second to settle in here, but now as we head to the second, looking at what Larkin can do against a very good first inning from the sophomore Amelia Pytel.
It always makes me both a little bit surprised and also scared when I see these hot corners not wearing masks. That's impressive. I'm telling you, I could not do that, sir. I could not do it.
I don't have a lot of experience playing softball, but I'd have to agree. Coming very quickly off the bat. Speaking of corners, the third baseman, Aaliyah Hendricks, will be leading off for Larkin here in the top of the second.
Yeah, been a great season so far for the Bulldogs. It's wrapping up here. I'm sure they're all looking forward to get to their travel teams here. But before this season wraps up, I know there's a deep run they want to get here in the IHSA playoffs, no doubt.
Absolutely. So here's the pitch. And that one's fouled back high over the cage and into the spectators. (0-1) for Hendricks. That one's also popped up high for strike 2.
Throwing her some gas here. She's having trouble trying to being able to catch up to that ball. 2 of them right behind her. I say right now you might see something in the dirt here.
Saw Larkin into the first inning, not able to get the timing they wanted on some of the pitches, as that one's outside. When, like you said, in the dirt, as Pytel now 2-2 versus Hendricks.
Little technical difficulties, folks. Apologize about that. We're trying to get it around here with 4 guys.
Ooh, high over the head of the catcher. So now we have a full count for Aaliyah Hendricks. Can the third baseman do? We saw some of her very talented infielding in the bottom of the first. And that one's high for the walk. Got away from Pytel there. It's now up to the plate.
Yeah, great battle there. Great battle. You can see that these girls are ready to play here today. And I know that the flag is waving. And when it waves, it's time to ball.
Absolutely, as here's the first pitch. Can't get the bunt, but Hendricks steals second.
Beautiful. That's one of those ones when you're taking one for the team, right? Got the steal sign called. Saw that from Coach, and she took the strike.
Yeah, it was a great job by Hendricks. Beautiful slide, perfect execution to get the second. There's a big swing for strike 2. Alonzo now facing 0-2. And she'll swing strike 3.
Great pitch. Seeing the player has a little bit of a shoulder injury there, so she went outside, making her stretch that shoulder out, which cannot feel good right now. Blew her away there with one. That was some speed there, Dakota.
Was
Nasty.
indeed. 0-1 now. A little bit outside.
Yeah,
Actually going to call it strike 2. So 0-2 now for Hazel Aguina?
Aguina's in the hole here.
Definitely mispronouncing that, and I apologize. That one's really close inside. Almost hits her. 1-2 now.
Had a couple outside and tried to mix it up going inside on her. Almost lost control of that ball and almost gave another base runner there.
There's strike 3, the second strikeout of the inning for Pytel. She looked very sharp on the mound here to start this game.
Up next to the Royals, number 7, Lily Heinrich.
Senior Heinrich takes strike 1.
Getting ahead of the hitters, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely, especially with a runner in scoring position. Want to get out of this inning as quickly as possible. There's strike 2. Heinrich a little bit late on that swing.
Yeah, it looks like she might be a little overmatched here because she's way behind that ball.
And there's strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Pytel. The runner at second is stranded on RB. Very solid defensive start to this game.
Absolutely. The girls are coming out here to play. Pitching is on point this evening, and you can really tell that these girls are prepping themselves here for a nice little run here in the playoffs.
Definitely. RB really showing why they are the 23rd ranked team in Illinois.
You know, and it's really impressive at a school of our size because, you know, there's not as many players to choose from. And in fact, there have been years when some of our program numbers were down where we could only have 2 teams. So it's always impressive when you can continuously create an impressive varsity roster year after year.
Absolutely. Saw a very good first inning from Mackenzie Wakemen, the senior pitcher.
It's always good to take a peek at the catcher throwing down here, throwing more warm-ups, kind of seeing what you're working with. And I think if we get some runners on the base here, we might take advantage of that arm.
Definitely is the second baseman, the senior Abby Weiner, up to the plate.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second inning, number 6, Abby Weiner.
Abby's just a player. She doesn't wear gloves. Doesn't need them.
She'll take a ball 1 that's high and outside.
I always appreciate people that don't wear gloves. Throwback, baby.
Absolutely.
The first player I grew up seeing that didn't wear gloves was Mark Grace. I'm a Cubs fan, of course, but Mark Grace is what I think of when I think of no gloves.
Oof. It's going to be called strike 2. Look to hair outside, but it'll be 1-2 now for Weinert.
Yeah, we take the replay there, but they didn't show up. But what are you going to do?
Woo. Weinert fouls that one back right towards our press box.
Protecting. Good at bat. She's just protecting anything close she wants to fight off, and hopefully she gets a mistake here.
Here's the pitch. And Weiner gets a very clean hit left center field. That's going to drop down for a very nice single. And then she bobbles the ball, center fielder.
Yeah, you want to round that base a little harder because those things happen. And had she rounded that base a little bit stronger, she would be at second right now. You always got to go hard around that bag, especially when you hit one to the gap.
Rosie Gonzalez now. Take ball 1.
We'll see if the Bulldogs are going to take advantage of what I saw in warm-ups today with that catching arm strength.
When sailed away, Weinert's going to try and steal, and she does.
Good jump. You can see she left right when that ball left the pitcher's hand, which is important to do here in softball. And she read it, timed it. Great slide as well.
2-0 now for Gonzalez. That one's a bit outside. Now 3-0 count.
No outs, runner on second here. Got to be smart. Let her throw you a strike here.
Kemen certainly trying to avoid the walk. That one's inside, strike one.
Good take, not your pitch. Can't do much with that thing there. It's right on her hands.
Absolutely. You're up 3-0 in the count. Certainly don't want to do anything to jeopardize that opportunity. It's now 3-1. It's fouled back. Count is full.
Absolutely. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Gonzalez with the full count. Fouls that one back.
Great at-bat here, battling. Anything over 8 pitches in an at-bat's pretty impressive, I must say.
Absolutely.
That's what they call a QAB, a little quality at-bat.
Definitely is Gonzalez doing a great job to stay here in this at-bat. And there's strike 3. Great pitch from Kemen to get the first out of the inning for Larkin.
Absolutely. A little too close for comfort there. You
Up
got
next for
to
our
be
team,
hacking
number
at those.
18, Kennedy Rolakowski.
Catcher now for the Bulldogs at the plate, Kennedy Ruakowski. I'm sure you heard it over the announcements. Here's the pitch. Strike one.
Dakota, I don't know about you, but that looked about a foot outside.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the umpire is seeing, but it's not my job to call the pitches. It's my job to call the game.
Got it.
That one hit up high infield.
Big trouble there.
And they can't catch it. Here comes Weinert as she'll slide to third.
Great heads-up play there by Weinert.
It's the second outfield error there. I guess that was an infield as second baseman for Larkinen.
It's what we call a tweener here in softball, a little tweener.
Yeah, right on that edge between the in and outfield. Certainly can't do it, can't afford to do it against a team of RB's quality.
And honestly, that's a center fielder's ball. It's hard to catch that backing up as a shortstop. Center fielder's got to come in with some intensity and calling her off on that one.
Up to bat now for the Bulldogs, number 15, Abby Kruger.
Good hit by the first baseman, Kruger, as that's going to drive in the first run of the day for RB. And there's another infielding error for Larkinen. It's the second run. Able to get around. It's a great double from Kruger.
Absolutely. You got to hit your cutoffs. Got to hit your cutoffs on plays like that. That's when games start getting a little out of hand there when that happens.
Now the sophomore, Mia Melendez.
11, Jocelyn Hernandez.
Excuse me, Jocelyn Hernandez. High inside for ball one.
You know, it's something that's fundamental, and these girls have learned this from years, 8 years old. Travel ball. Hit the cutoff. You got to find the cutoff. You got to hit them.
Absolutely. We saw the infielding errors cost LT yesterday as there's a big swing for strike one.
And sometimes in particularly softball, the field is a little bit shrunk, and so a lot of times people want to make throws that they don't need to make, like that one. Hit the cutoff, keep her on the base. One run's not scoring there.
That one fouled back by Hernandez. There's strike three.
I tell you what, Dakota, she's hitting her spots here. She's pitching way better than I thought. She might come in here a little bit late, little frazzled playing a team like RB. She's locked in and ready to roll.
Yeah, the senior with great composure here is now we have a left-handed hitter, number 12, Braylon Nair, another sophomore. She'll take ball one.
It's a young Bulldog team here, young Bulldog team. Senior night had about, what, five girls, I think, total, so future's bright.
Definitely love that senior-sophomore combo. Got the future and the present working together. The count's now 1-1.
At this point in the game, I know it's only the second inning, but these girls have to adjust that outside. Blue's calling them. If he calls them consistently, it's a strike. Got to protect.
One's fouled back over the cage for strike 2.
And you can see number 18 is really taking advantage of that. She's noticing it. She's beating that ball outside, letting these girls chase.
That senior experience there to make that adjustment. It's now Naylor with the 1-2. It's a bit outside. 2-2 now in the count.
That's the pitch right there. That's what you want to do. You know, you're up in the count. Throw something a little bit away. See if they'll chase. If they don't, now come back and bust them inside on the hands.
It's a big swing for strike 3. And that'll end the inning for Larkin. They do give up 2 runs, but a very solid inning for the pitcher, Mackenzie Wakeman.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, talking about earned runs, she didn't have any there. Honestly, those are all fielding errors that are going to cost her dearly in the win column. But earned run-wise, she's still pitching really well.
Absolutely. Like we said, that's not Larkin's ace, but for a number 2 pitcher, she certainly looked fantastic.
I don't know about you, Dakota. This is my jam.
This song right here?
This is my jam. This reminds me of high school.
I don't know.
Little Britney Spears.
More of a country guy, but...
Really? That's too bad. You got to introduce you to Britney Spears.
Have to get on some Britney Spears? All right.
She is a poet. Of course, I'm kidding, America. I, too, am country man and everything kind of a man. I love music. And I love that. I love that the softball team has a press box, too, this year. That's also pretty nice where you can get things like this going.
Definitely. Certainly an up from our setup for baseball yesterday.
Yeah, definitely a transition year here, I think. You know, currently RB is in talks and working on possibly getting a couple fields on campus, which would be nice. But we're pretty landlocked there. And I know Dr. Skinkis is working on it as best that he can to try to move our teams a little closer to home for our home games.
Definitely. Eller Park, very beautiful setting, but a couple miles away does make it a little bit more complicated to get out to these games.
Makes it complicated to broadcast them too, Dakota. I got to say, I've been out here for 2 hours. It's pretty hot.
Yeah, it is. One of the first warm days here, or really warm days, as Escobar is going to take strike 1 or swing strike 1.
When you see a swing like that, you don't want to waste too many pitches. You're going to go at her.
Pytel right down the middle, and that's a swing for strike 2.
Definitely a little overmatched here. Don't want to play around. Go get her. Save you some pitches.
Brought the heat on that last one. There's strike 3. Very quick at bat.
Yeah, one of those things you got to just tell your player, keep your eye on the ball. Watch the ball leave the bat. You know, make some contact. Baby steps sometimes.
Yeah, Escobar is a freshman for Larkin, and so certainly a little bit inexperienced there. Very valuable learning opportunity against Pytel. Throws strike 1.
Absolutely. Anytime you're playing varsity as a freshman, you know, you're 14 years old playing with 18-year-olds. Huge difference, right? How much one can grow in 3 years.
Absolutely. So there's strike 2 from Pytel.
A little curveball there. She dropped it on the inside. Beautiful pitch.
She's hitting every spot she's wanted so far. Now the 0-2. It's going to be low for ball 1.
Didn't miss by much there. Great spot. It's exactly where she wanted to go with it.
Big swing to strike.
Dealing, kid. Dealing.
Next up for the Royals, number 1, Rihanna Williams.
Was Emily Kowalski, the junior, on that last strikeout.
Ooh, right back at you. Catch, Dakota. You flinched. You
Yeah,
scared? You scared?
Am I scared? I don't know. It went right to us. Lucky the cage is there. Otherwise, I might not be able to continue this as the junior, Rihanna Williams, fouls it back for strike 1.
Ooh, went it right at her. Like she lost control of that ball there. Definitely didn't want to hit her.
Yeah, she gets drilled a little bit on the ankle there. Take her base.
A little dirt on it, make her feel all right. But yeah, that generally, I think they hit it on her like ankle bone. That did not feel good.
Up next for the Royals, number 8, Bella Ayala.
Ayala's up here ready to try to move some runners over here and get in some positions to start doing some scoring here, hopefully. 2 outs.
Certainly love to get back in this game. So that's going to be strike 1 to Ayala.
You know, you learn something new every day. And today I learned that it's difficult to call a game and do a scoreboard.
Certainly a unique thing to do with softball.
We're making it happen now. Here we go.
1-1 now for Ayala. It's an error by the catcher as Williams will take second base.
Yeah, that was a perfect pitch to throw her out on. Looks like she just lost control of the ball in the transfer. Easy stolen base there.
It's the senior Holokovsky. There's a good hit through the gap. Runners will advance for Larkin. Rihanna Williams to third. Very nice job there by Ayala.
Up next for Larkin, number 18.
Absolutely. She looked a little bit overmatched there again, but she stuck in there and just put the bat on the ball, and honestly, the ball just kind of bounced off of it.
Definitely for Larkin, I don't want to shy away from Pytel. Even if they're starting to feel a little bit overmatched, got to stay in there. Strike 1 on a big swing from the pitcher, Mackenzie Wakeman.
Yeah, these girls are high school players, high level. They didn't come here to just get walked. They're here to play.
Wakeman fouls that one back. Strike 2.
Got a first and third situation here. Got to be careful. Decide on what you want to do, and whatever you do, commit to it. 2 outs. I don't expect her to be running here.
Big swing for strike 3 to end the inning. Pytel gave up a couple hits there. Bit of an error by the catcher, but nevertheless, no runs scored, no damage done, and RB still leads it 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
All right, and we're hitting here to the bottom of the third. Dakota's partner today is going to go work a camera now because sometimes you got to do that, you know. And I trust you to call this game. You're doing a hell of a job.
Well, thank you, Mr. Holden. It was great having you in the booth with us. I know it's a bit of a rarity, but certainly fun when you can come up here.
Absolutely, and I apologize for everybody listening to my nasally voice. I'll try not to make it happen again. Dakota, have some fun up here, buddy.
Larkinen's infield getting set here to start the bottom of the ninth. He's leading off for RB. Third baseman, Olivia Ballon.
Number 17, Olivia Ballon.
Bit outside there. They're going to call it strike 1. Saw that the first couple innings. The ump calling those strikes a little bit far outside. Something the batters on both teams are going to need to adjust for. That one's high inside for ball 1. Ballon had to kind of move out of the way a little bit. Duck. That one came in hot. Fouled up high. One, two now for Ballon. Here's the pitch. Big swing for strike 3. It's exactly how Kemen wanted to start this inning. Gave up 2 runs in the second, but you can't really blame her as those were
Next for the
both
Bulldogs, number 7,
poor
Trinity
infield
Stevenson.
errors. Now the senior Wakeman. Swing there for Trinity Stevenson. Strike 1. Stevenson's going to foul that one back. 0-2. The pitch from McKemmon. And it's a good hit there from Stevens. She'll pop that up center field, and she can't hold on to it. The center fielder, Liliana Hendricks, makes a costly error, and that'll be a single for Stevenson.
Up next, number 13, Mia Melendez.
Sophomore now, Mia Melendez, with a runner on first and 1 out. That one's high. See, Stevenson looked like she wanted to steal there for a second. Decides otherwise. The catcher for Larkin and Alexia Alonso did a great job recovering. One's low, ball 2. Stevenson. Will she steal here? That's a great hit. Very far back, and it's going to go all the way for a home run. 2-run shot from the sophomore, Mia Melendez. And RB takes a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. You see the whole team come out to celebrate Melendez as she rounds the bases. What a start offensively. Took a second there in that first inning to settle in, but now the Bulldogs look very settled in as they take the 4-0 lead.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 6, Abby Weiner.
Second baseman Weiner now looking to follow up that great run from Melendez. That one is popped up high in field and grabbed. It's the shortstop, Rihanna Williams, on the catch. Saw her get hit by a pitch in the top of the third. Hope she's doing all right as she looked perfectly fine making that grab. One's a bit outside for Rosie Gonzalez. Gonzalez gonna get a small piece of that, barely clipped that ball, fouled back. Now the count's 1-1. Pitch to Gonzalez. That's hit cleanly foul. Just carried over to the right foul. A little bit too underneath the ball there for Gonzalez, but made very good contact on a great pitcher in Wakeman. One-two pitch. Solid contact there from Gonzalez. An error by the shortstop, Williams. And that'll be a great single there from the senior left fielder.
Up next, number 18, Kennedy Holokovsky.
Catcher Kennedy Holokovsky. Very solid start to this game on defense. See what you can do hitting-wise as she'll take a ball 1. Pitch to Holakovsky. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Excuse me, for strike 1. High for Holakovsky. It'll be ball 2. 2-1 count now. 2 outs and a man on first base for the RB catcher, Kennedy Holakovsky. There's very clean contact. Left field. Will that carry? Lands right at the fence. Holakovsky will stay at second, but Gonzalez heads home, and the RB scoring continues. Great hit by Kennedy Holakovsky. Couldn't carry over. Is about a foot away from a home run.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 15, Abby Kruger.
Kemen starting to fall apart a little bit here in the third. Now she pitches to Kruger. Ball 1. Pitch to the first baseman, Kruger. She makes solid contact, gets through the gap. And that's going to send another run home for RB. 6-0 now. 4 runs here in the bottom of the third as the Bulldogs looking to blow this one open a little bit.
Up next for the Bulldogs, number 11, Jocelyn Hernandez.
High first pitch to Hernandez. It'll be ball 1. With Kruger on first base, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. That's going to be fouled off into the right field stands for strike 1. One now for Jocelyn Hernandez. Strike 2. Again, we've said this a couple times. I know Mr. Holdren, when he was here, had mentioned it, and then I believe mentioned it in the top of the top of the third inning. I'm calling those a little bit outside, something the hitters need to adjust to as it's 1-2, and there's a big swing for strike 3. Hesitated a little bit there, too, so I think if you're going to swing, not the biggest softball expert, but I'd have to assume you'd want to swing all the way through. But nevertheless, a great third inning hitting-wise and defensively for RB as they lead it 6-0, really showing off the talent that we've seen all season from them. Like we've mentioned, 23rd ranked in Illinois, according to Max Preps, 14-2, 5-1 second in the Upstate 8. It's Amelia Pytel, the sophomore, has had a great game so far. Earlier today, in the the top of the second, recorded her 250th career strikeout. Very impressive number for a sophomore. So we see her warming up with the catcher, Kennedy Holakovsky, who had a very nice double near home run in the bottom of the third. Junior Aaliyah Hendricks struck out her first at-bat, leading off the inning for Larkin.
Inning, number 6, Allie Herrick.
Herrick, a left-handed hitter, Down to 0-1 in the count. He's going to take a inside strike 2. One just grazed the inside of the zone. Now Herrick finds herself down 0-2. One's high for ball 1. Pytel's looked very sharp with her ball placement and speed, as that one's a little bit outside. Might have jinxed her there, as the count's now 2-2 for the junior, Ali Herrick. That one's going to ding Herrick on the shoulder guard. Second time today that Pytel has hit a Larkin hitter.
Up next to the
Very
Royals,
efficient
number
outside
23,
of that.
Alexia Alonso.
It's now Alexia Alonso grounded at her first at-bat. She's going to try and bunt here, and Pytel's pitch is going to go over the bunt for strike 1. See Alonso, the sophomore, the catcher, has a little bit of a shoulder injury, so it's going to affect her hitting. She tries to bunt again, and there's a bad error to first base. Good job by the right fielder, Jocelyn Hernandez, to recover there and prevent Herrick from moving to second. It's now 0-2. Alonso swings, strike 3. Great day, as we've mentioned a couple times here, for Amelia Pytel. Yet another strikeout. She works her way through back end of this Larkin and hitting, as there's a big big swing for strike 1. It's the sophomore and pitcher, Hisel Aguina. Again, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, and I apologize to Hisel and her entire family. Pytel's pitch inside as Herrick tries to steal and does. Throw a little bit short by Holakovsky, and Herrick will move to second. The third, they had a man on first and third, left them stranded. Now what can Larkin do with runners in scoring position? The count is 2-2, 1 out for the Royals. Pitch got away from her there, is a little bit far outside. Now the count is full. Swing for strike 3. Pytel comes through, and that's the second out of the inning for RB. Pitch drops in the low end of that strike zone. 0-1 now for Lily Heinrich, senior. Swings for strike 2 as Herrick is going to, no signal yet, she's going to steal third base. Great job by Herrick there, the awareness to advance. Straight out their last runner at third base in the third inning. There's the swing for strike 3. They do it a second time as Pytel gets out of another jam. Keeps a goose egg on the scoreboard for Larkinen. It's now RB, who had 4 runs in that bottom of the third. It's their hitting lineup back on the field. Leading off for RB, it's the sophomore Braylon Nair, center fielder for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs outfield not been tested much today, but has been very strong all season. Kembe's pitch. Naylor looked like she wanted to bunt there for a second. Bailed out as that pitch was far and away out of her reach. It'll be ball one. Naylor will bunt now, and that one's just going to carry foul over toward the RB dugout. Count now 1-1 for the sophomore Naylor. Here's the pitch. Tries to bunt a third time, and that one also trickles toward the RB dugout foul. 1-2 now for Naylor. It's Mackenzie Wakeman. Throw a little bit low for ball two. Lots of support there from the RB dugout. I love all the chants they have here in softball, as that's going to go outside for ball three. Full count now for Naylor. She just kind of bailed out there, didn't even bother swinging. That pitch went far out to the left, and then she'll ground this one to the pitcher. Get the first out of the inning for the Royals. Wemken for Larkin has been really the main bright spot offensively. Couple solid strikeouts. Very efficient pitching-wise. Kind of got away from her in that third inning. Couple infield errors cost her. That is going to be strike one. Going back to that last at-bat, we saw it a couple times now. Wemken, very effective catching those balls and ground out to her. Getting the easy out for the Royals. That one sails high for ball one. Pitch by Ballin popped very high and grabbed by the third baseman, Ali Herrick. Two quick outs here for the Royals. They've looked much more solid defensively than they were in the bottom of the third. It's going to be a bit outside. Ball one for Trinity Stevenson. RB shortstop. Had a single in that third inning. Going to foul that one back. Wemken went right down the middle. Now the 1-1 for Stevenson. Mia Melendez had a home run in the third. She's waiting on deck if she gets to the plate in this inning. Takes a ball two. Does Stevenson. Pitch, and as you can hear from the umpire on the corner, strike two, 2-2 now for Trinity Stevenson. Stevenson makes solid contact. That one's heading towards left field and can't make the play. The left fielder for Larkin. Not quite sure who that is. I can't see the number. But regardless, it's a double for Trinity Stevenson. And now on deck, excuse me, not on deck, but at to bat For RB, you just heard it from the announcer. The sophomore Mia Melendez had a home run in that third inning. What can she do here with a runner in scoring position? Hits that one strong to third base. Can't corral it. The shortstop can't corral it either. And it's a nice single from Melendez. You see Stevenson hesitate there as the shortstop, Rihanna Williams, who's made a couple costly errors for the Royals, bobbles that one. And if Stevenson had kept running, have to assume she would have scored. But nevertheless, RB with 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Here's the pitch to Abby Weinert. Ball 1. It's a little bit too inside for Lemkin. And Melendez casually slides into second. No one there to challenge her. It's now RB with 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-1 to Abby Weinert. That's a solid hit towards right center field. Drops in the gap. That's going to send 2 people home for the Bulldogs. It's a 2 RBI single for the senior first baseman, the senior second baseman, Abby Weinert. As RB extends their lead. 8-0 now. What's been a true show of dominance so far for the Dogs. One's popped up high, and it's an easy grab for Waukeman to end the inning. Very solid job, again, building off of a great offensive inning in the third. 2 runs here in the fourth for RB. A couple costly errors from infielding. Again, we talked about it. A couple problems catching those high pop-ups in the outfield, and then Rihanna Williams, the shortstop, made a couple costly errors in the fourth and the third that allowed RB to get some runners in scoring position. And then you saw Weinert just a few moments ago with the 2 RBI single to increase RB's lead. RB infield looks ready as leading off the inning for the Royals, Giselle Escobar. Another freshman on this Larkin team. They have a couple very young players getting some varsity action. That one's low for ball 1. Pytel, younger player herself, the sophomore, looks very impressive. Very solid season so far, as that one's high for ball 2. Larkin's had trouble getting their runners in scoring position home, as there's a big swing for strike 1 for Giselle Escobar. When fouled back towards the runner, that one's fouled back towards Emily Kowalski. Up next for Larkinen. Nearly hits her, as that one's low, and now the count is full for Amelia Pytel. Pytel's pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, the first out. See the young freshman Escobar battling there for a little bit. But in the end, Pytel able to get the out on a beautiful pitch. Now Emily Kowalski might be a little bit rattled as she was nearly hit by a foul ball. That one's going to drop in low part of the zone, strike one. Senior Kowalski. Big swing for strike two. Pytel's been dealing all day, and it's a perfect example of that right there. The speed and the positioning on that pitch. That one's high, check swing. And that's going to be strike three. 2 straight Ks for Amelia Pytel, looking as sharp as ever here on the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Royals, number 1, Rihanna Williams.
Now up Rihanna Williams, as you just heard from the announcer here at Dan Hole Field. The junior made a couple errors at shortstop and got hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. Swings for strike one. Solid hit there from Williams, and it's going to be a great play by the center fielder, number 12, Braylon Naylor, another solid sophomore on this team, making a great play to track that ball, get the easy catch, and end the inning for the Bulldogs. Royals taking the field defensively. Despite the score, it's been a solid game for Mackenzie Wemken. Keep mispronouncing that, and again, I apologize to anyone who knows Mackenzie or Mackenzie herself if she ever somehow ends up watching this game. Apologize for my poor pronunciation of, I'm sure, more last names than I realize. But regardless, Kemen, the senior, having a solid day. A couple solid strikeouts, but hasn't been able to limit both the infield and outfield errors that have cost Larkin in so many runs here. Now the catcher, Holakovsky, leading off for RB. High, ball one. Here's the pitch. That's hit hard. Left field, will it carry towards the wall? And a great catch by the left fielder, Giselle Gigi Escobar. The freshman makes a wonderful play to steal that home run away from Holakovsky. You saw a couple innings ago, Holakovsky had another hit just like that, nearly a home run about a foot away. Now grounded to the shortstop and a little too low. Great contact by the first baseman, Abby Kruger. Grounded right to the shortstop, Williams, but she's not able to put enough power on it. Rolls past the first baseman's feet, and it's a single for RB. Right fielder Hernandez takes ball one. All the contact RB's getting, I'm sure Kemen trying to confuse their hitters as that one's a little bit inside, fouled off for strike one. Pitch to Hernandez. in the dirt. Ball 2. Very lively in the Bulldog dugout, as you would imagine. Leading 8-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch right down the middle for strike 2. Wemken brought the heat on that one. Something we've seen a couple times tonight, and RB's not been able to get on top of it. That one's grounded right to first base. It's going to be a foul ball. Still 2-2. For the senior, Jocelyn Hernandez. Pitch is high outside. Now the count is full. Good take there from Hernandez. That one sailed up and high to the right. Came in, shakes off a couple pitches. And hits that one grounded towards second base. Shortstop is the one who gets on the bag, and she will get Holakovsky out. Finally, a very coordinated, quality play from this Larkin infield who's struggled mightily today. And a great play from the shortstop, Rihanna Williams. Again, we've said a couple errors from Williams cost some runs. But a great play there, great awareness to get to the bag, get the out. So Hernandez will go to first. Holakovsky was picked off at second. Now batting for RB. That one's hit high and far towards right field, and they can't corral it. Hernandez is going to go all the way for a run, rounds all the bases, and now it's 9-0 on the double.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 17, Olivia Ballin.
As you just heard, Olivia Ballin now, senior third baseman, up to bat with a man on first. Man on second. She'll take ball 1. Fouled back by Ballin into the cage. Now it's 1-1. Swing and a miss at that ball that was right in the dirt by Ballin. Changed it up, did Wemken. Fooled the senior third baseman. 1-2 pitch. Good contact towards the second baseman, and it's a very nice catch by number 8, Isabella Allier. Hold on. Bit of a mispronunciation by my part. Allier? I've lost it. I think I had some of the names earlier in this game, but as this has progressed, it has gotten worse and worse. It's Alea. I apologize again for whoever I may have offended with that very, very poor pronunciation, but nevertheless a great play by the second baseman to end the inning. Some Kanye West playing in the stadium. Certainly going to juice up a relatively large crowd for softball standards. Again, we did talk about it earlier, Mr. Holdren and I, that this field is not on the RB campus. Neither is the baseball field where we were live from yesterday, about 2 miles south here in South Brookfield. So certainly an impressive showing by all the parents coming out here to senior night for RB. It's Pytel warming up. The sophomore, near perfect game so far. Giving up a couple of hits, more strikeouts than I can count.
Number 8, Bella Ayala.
And now here's the second baseman who ended the 5th inning just moments ago. Bella. Again, I've lost it. But nevertheless, she's hitting. That's going to be strike one. Ayala. The 0-1. Makes solid contact, hits that into the left center gap. That's a nice single there from Ayala. See, it comes in waves. I keep missing that name, and then it comes back to me. So again, for about the 16th time, because of how poor I am at pronouncing last names, I apologize for anyone that I may have offended. Nevertheless, a good hit as that one is low and outside. Great job by the catcher, Holakovsky, to recover there. That'll be ball one. For the pitcher, Wemkin. Big swing by Wemkin, and that'll be strike one. Here's the pitch, and that's fouled back into the cage, right towards the press box that I am sitting in. It's now 1-2 for the Royals pitcher, Mackenzie Wemkin. Big swing, strike three. Pytel gets yet another strikeout. It's the first out here in the 6th. Pitcher versus pitcher. And Pytel gets the better of Wemkin. Hendrick takes strike one. High pitch. And the base is stolen by Bella. And again, I've lost it. Ayala came back to me. Isabella Ayala. Great job to steal second base there. A high ball from Pytel. Good pitch inside. Excuse me, not inside, outside. As Aaliyah Herrick? Aaliyah Herrick is a left-handed hitter. Clean hit by Herrick. Center field. Can they corral it? And a great catch. Spectacular catch by Braylon Naylor. We saw a couple of those in the first 5 innings, and a wonderful catch by the sophomore to get that second out. The runner on second base, that would have surely been the Royals' first points of the day, but Naylor denies them. Now a big swing, strike one for Alexia Alonso, sophomore. That one's popped up high infield. And it's a great catch by Trinity Stevenson, talented senior shortstop. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. It's been nothing but RB so far. Amelia Pytel, nothing but dominance. No one has been really able to get, no one on Larkin has been able to get anything going. They had a couple players make it to third base, but most of that was due to outfield errors. Now RB's hitting. Just had a very successful 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning. He's going to get another shot at it. Shortstop who ended Top of the 6th, just moments before, Trinity Stevenson will be leading off here in the bottom of the 6th for RB. Wemkin, solid game. Struck out in the top of the 6th. Now she's on the mound. Can she do defensively here against Trinity Stevenson? Stevenson with a couple of hits today.
Number 7, Trinity Stevenson.
She'll step into the box here to start the bottom of the 6th. RB leading 9-0. Here's the pitch. Solid contact. That might carry. It does not, but into the center right field gap. Stevenson's going to look for 3, and she's going to get it with ease. Sliding in with style, the senior shortstop Trinity Stevenson with a great way to start this inning for the Dogs. See the excitement in that RB dugout. Dogs having a great season. That's continuing today. Kate Hamilton now hitting for RB. Oh, 1 to Hamilton. She's going to be, believe it, looked like she was hit by the pitch. Didn't see it. And she will now take her base. Bit of confusion there between Hamilton and the umpire. Looks very clear from up here that she was hit by the pitch. She'll advance to first. It's now RB. Man on first and third for Abby Weinert, who hits a pop-up. A lot of power on that, but just too high to center field, as Stevenson will tag and make it 10-0 for RB. So I believe that's going to end it here. 10-0 is the cap here on the bottom of the 6th. RB gets a very dominant win, truly showcasing why exactly they are the number 23 team in Illinois. 10-0, the final score. I'll repeat it again. Thank everyone involved in this broadcast, the small amount of people who were able to put this on, and Mr. Holdren for the couple innings he came up in the box. I'm sure he gave very valuable softball insight. I'm not the biggest softball expert myself, so I'm not sure what exactly he said, but it sounded very intelligent, and I'm sure it was. But nevertheless, a great win for RB. As this has been RBTV Sports, I'm Dakota McGonigal, producer Mason Mylinski. Obviously, Mr. Holdren for a couple of innings there in the booth with me. Thanks for watching.